Hey, it's Susan. Good evening. So, I've got 2 videos prior to this, and we're talking about the ego, baselining the ego. And the baselining of the ego is you take the stories that are in your life that have shown up to teach you something, learn about something, experience something that was very impactful, and you utilize that story to look to see where that story appeared prior, and you can travel it down. Well, my travels took me back to my I am presence, and I really didn't realize how separated I had been from my I am presence until I looked at it honestly the other day. Since that time, I went all the way to the fact that I know that I want the presence of my I am presence. So that is very important to come to because it has to do with free will. And my free will activated this reunion again. So over the last 2 days, I have been learning, wanting to integrate in my I am presence to my meditations, my clearings of my crystals, everything. And we've even sang together. And what I got as an opportunity out of all of that was that, so I knew that I had made a commitment to integrate my I am presence like a bestie. It's the best way to describe it. And from that perspective, tonight I went to go to a place called the Crystal Matrix to get a new deck of cards. And ironically, my I am presence brought me into a place that was doing a sound healing by 4 incredible people. And the sound healing was all about the reintegration of the I am that I am. How perfect was that? And I'll get you more details below as soon as I can find details to the people and their experience. It would be great if they went to every city in this entire world for everyone to have a sound bath healing that are ready to integrate in I am that I am. So we got to have a ceremony. I guess what I'm trying to say is we got to have a ceremony, and I'm super excited about that because one of the things that I had to break through within myself, and not from a bad place, just from a very interesting ego holding on to it, is the feeling like I am the weakest link in the group, and I want to be the kind of person that helps show up and contribute, and that is the person I am. And it's ironically, because when I look at my, ironically, I don't know if that's even a word, when I look at my personal life, I am that person that shows up, but that's because, and I've overshown up and I've overgiven, and that part of that was me proving to my I am that I'm capable. Me proving to my light family that I'm capable. I'm not the weak link. And I'm, in all intents and purposes, yes, I'm the weak link. But the weak link has a purpose too, right? And I don't mean any of these in literal terms. So if you're like, she thinks we're the weak link, okay, whatever. That's not at all. It's a pointing to a word, which eventually we won't even be using words. So try to pick up on the vibration. And I don't mean that sarcastically, but pick up on the vibration over the words. And hear that you came here to be the weak link. Somebody had to participate and be the one that has amnesia, and it was you. And you should celebrate yourself for that, because that is the scariest positioning, right? And you did it for a bigger purpose. And what that purpose is will be yours to uncover and decide what's really nice about that is that now knowing that it's okay to receive. It's okay to have others show up for you. And that feels really good because I blocked that receiving piece, truly. And that equated to the choices I was making regarding work, bosses, relationships, friendships, everything, because I wanted to keep proving that I didn't need to receive, that I was capable to give on a massive scale. And my contribution is to be the weak link. And I'm actually very proud of that now. So, hey, Susan, you're the weak link. And it's put me in a position, right, of someone that knows that they have incredible gifts. So you're probably going, I have incredible gifts, right? So you came here, and let's say you have no gifts right now. That would be, I mean, I don't have no gift, but I mean, mine, I don't have like tons of sight, and I don't have, I'm not flying around and stuff like that. So I really came as the most vulnerable piece of this. And I think that is really cool. And if you're being able to identify with this information, I think that's really cool because we get to learn how to receive. We get to learn how to be the portal. That's how I understand it right now, is that whatever this dynamic is, I see a lot of different layers to it. So in an infinite universe, there would have to be many layers. But we're portals, right? Like a pyramid is a portal on this earth, a power center, right? So we're power centers that have come in to receive from the higher dimensions. And now I can be my soul's purpose here more authentically, because I can receive and work on that receiving part and asking for help with my I am presence. So I get now to lead in a different way within myself. And what is not better or worse, it just is a more beautiful flow. Letting the more awake part of myself lead and, and do all the heavy, the heavy creating, because that's how the dynamic was meant to be for right now. And that's really cool. And if this relationship changes up, then that'll be cool too. All of this is a first for me. And even sharing with you from this perspective, I've never heard anyone speak on, not to say, but this is the journey in which I'm on, is to discover the mechanics of it and then pass on to you the cliff notes and see if you can apply any of these pieces, which is cool. So we're, we don't all have to do the same work and the same investigation work, right? We can all do our part in that investigation work and then share it for us all to gather information and, put together a more whole part of ourselves as we participate in the whole new world.